Oh my god.
It's okay, everything's gonna be okay.
We danced salsa before, remember?
Oh yeah, you were really good.
What are we supposed to do? Like,
We're supposed to appreciate each other's embrace.
Hello everybody, it's your local Pocha Concha here. So while I was scrolling on the internet, I found this really awesome video from Glamour called The Friendship Test. It's basically an exercise where they try to open up. Today, I will be putting my coworkers through the friendship test. I know some of them are gonna be very mad at me because I didn't tell anyone what we're doing today, and
This is a love test. I Googled this before. This is how you fall in love with someone.
go.
This isn't a challenge, Yvonne. You see, this is your problem. You're trying to make it a challenge. We can blink, right? We don't have to like...
Yeah, we can blink.
Okay, you see, I love we're automatically trying to compete against each other right now.
Hello, Claudia.
Hi, hey Gadiel. Who do you think has prettier eyes?
Huh?
Never mind.
Do you feel awkward?
No.
I don't feel awkward.
No, I mean,
everyone was like, oh shit, sorry. Everyone was like super awkward.
You have contacts, girl.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, I can never get, I'm trying to get contacts. I'm afraid of putting contacts in my eyes.
You don't have to mean mug me, you know. Is this an intimidation tactic?
The thing is, you don't do this with anyone in your life. You don't do this with your partner. You don't do this with your parents. You don't do it with your pets.
You never
So what's the point?
Yeah. Nobody does this.
Yeah, this feels normal.
And I've told you I think your eyes are pretty.
Oh, thank you. Same.
They're like, you never told me that.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Okay, stop.
Good.
You guys are so difficult.
Because like if we don't talk, it feels like we're in a love scene that we're just like looking at each other for the first time, being like, dun, dun, dun.
It's just things that I don't want to stare at with my friends.
I'm stareable.
You're stareable. Yeah, you're stareable.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are afraid to look at each other in the eyes because it's very deep and personal. Now I feel like I'm like,
Gadiel just has so many about me.
I'm just trying to like figure out how to word it.
I can't just put like nice pants. Like I can't have to put something meaningful.
Don't talk to me. I need to concentrate.
Number one, Gadiel, you are very loyal. I know anybody in this group, me included, knows that if we need you for something and we're like, oh, we gotta get Gadiel on it, or like we need his help, you know you'll be there.
Yeah.
You were so loyal.
You know how to be emotional with somebody. When it comes to emotions, I'm like, I don't know how to talk to somebody. I don't know, help me. Like, you know how to speak to them in a certain way that will calm them down, make them feel better, or listen to them. I'm the type of guy that doesn't have the right words for anything. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see the wrong thing. You're better off talking to Claudia.
Good to know.
Maya is a great leader. I think that you're a great leader to people both on the team and people in your life. And you're really good at like lining everybody up and being like, okay, let's go, let's do this. You're good at making people stay focused.
so I said that you're very caring and loving to everyone and anyone.
Thank you.
When you first meet them right off the bat. You don't
Yeah,
judge
I do.
unless they prove you otherwise,
Yeah, true.
which is a very admirable trait because a lot of people like myself will judge people before we even meet them or get to talk to them. Yeah, we need more of that
Thank
in
you.
the
Thanks,
world.
Naita.
It's very special that you have that.
Thanks, Naita.
You are very transparent in a good way. I feel like you would be the last person I would think as a double face. Like, I don't think that you would go behind my back talking crap about me or anyone because you would just say it to my face. And that's a good thing to have.
You're multi-talented. You interviewed Winnie the Pooh.
I brought you a huge pile of honey. Highlight of my career.
The highlight of your career, you interviewed Winnie the Pooh. Also, you act. Also, you are a producer. So it's pretty cool to see all the things that you're good at.
I appreciate that. Wow, look at him being so nice.
Number two, Gadiel makes people feel comfortable and seen. When someone comes in, you're always so good at being nice to them and genuinely interested in them and making everybody feel like they're walking onto their own sitcom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when they walk in, you're like, hey, it's Lindsay. Oh, it's research, you know? Like,
Okay.
you're a good hype man. Yeah, just very genuinely make people feel comfortable.
You're supportive. You know, every time I have an event, you show up, but you're like, oh, I just came here to see you. You show your support through actions. If somebody wins in something, you're right away, like you send them a message, hey, great job doing, you did this, you're a supportive friend.
Maya's fun to be around, and I can always count on you for a good laugh. I always have fun with you because I always like crack up with you, like not like little giggles, but we're like, yeah, it's so funny. Yeah. And I think that like that's so important to have friendships where you can like laugh like that.
So I love that you always carry a sense of pride for who you are in your clothing, in your personality. Like I've told you this before of like the way you walk it's so elegant and regal because I think it comes from a place of like you vibrate from your culture. He knows who he is, he knows where he comes from, and he's gonna speak for his people and speak for the underrepresented.
You're caring about your family, which is something I really appreciate because I love my family and I feel like having a healthy relationship with your family gets you further in life in all aspects. And you're like literally going to every graduation and flying just for like birthday parties, which I never do. So that's good. That's something that I feel like people can take notes on.
You're driven. I think it kind of goes into passionate. And I think passion is like, oh, I care about this thing, but then there's drive is the person who puts action towards it. So you are passionate about better. Like you just got on the team after years of you trying to be on it and like literally working more than one job and you got here. So that not only shows passion, but also shows your drive of what you want. And I honestly believe iron sharpens iron when it comes to the people around you. So it's nice sitting next to someone who's so driven. So it makes me a better producer as well.
Thank you.
So I think it's important to tell each other what we appreciate about each other because I mean, don't really hear it a lot. And sometimes we get down and we're like, oh, we're pieces of shit. Or like, this video didn't do well, this video bombed. And like, we need each other to show support when we have those moments and to uplift. And it's especially important for our team because we're doing this for a greater cause. And if we're not okay within our circle, how are we going to make content that serves a greater purpose?
People,
you know?
I try to do that a lot, like while I text people and I'll be like, hey, I noticed this thing and I just want you to know that I noticed it and I celebrate you for it.
Let's figure out the semantics of this. You know, I'm going under.
I gotta ask permission. You gotta ask permission. Are you okay with me?
Yes, you're okay. Okay.
Oh gosh, okay. Yay.
It's hug. How do you hug for a minute?
Okay.
Get in here. Come on.
Okay, don't gyrate your hips while we're doing this. This is not the ideal.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
I'm like thinking happy thoughts. No, but I'm like in your hair, so I'm like wearing a blanket.
I'm used to hugging people like taller than me. So the fact that you have to reach down is very demasculating. You're gonna grow 2 more feet. Jesus Christ.
Humor and soul. Okay, good stuff. Yay!
Why are we listening to Maya?
I don't know. She trapped us in this room.
Wow. That was like a cuddle, kinda.
That was damn near a cuddle.
Ew, we're so wet. We're like, look at this.
Wow. It's so hot in here, guys, but that's love.
All right.
Love is hot.
The thing is I know if I really needed that hug, that Gadiel that you'd be there. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like if something really awful happened and I like needed to be comforted, like I know you would be there.
She needs me or anybody within the team needs me, I'll be there in a heartbeat.
See, now I want to hug him because that's so sweet and that's so true. But like that's a hug. That's a hug. That's a normal hug.
Genuine hug. You know what I mean?
How did you feel about these exercises?
I love them. I think we should do them as a full team with each other.
Yeah.
I always say these things to other people, but I never say it to you.
Which is same.
Yeah.
A lot of time, me and Curly or Maya find ourselves talking about a video you did or something on the weekend where like one of them needed to reach out to you. I'm like, my God, yeah. He's the best. He's such a hard worker and he does X, Y, or Z, and then I don't say it to you. So.
That's funny how we do that. Like we say it to everybody else except for the person.
I guess a physical embrace is like naturally you just feel more warm and happy with the person, and it helps after you stare at them for a whole minute in the eyes. But yeah, I think it all kind of just relates back to like investing in just telling someone how you feel about them. I mean, again, life is short, and we don't know where our careers are going to go, and this is such an era of life. So yeah, I want people to know how much I care about them.
Love you.
Love you.
Really? My tattoo rubs off on you?
I knew it was fake.